Welcome to the You Be the Judge Mobility Van Challenge, and thank you for joining us. The People's Challenge, an independent organization that presents consumer product comparisons, invited people with disabilities and their caregivers to Phoenix International Raceway for a You Be the Judge Challenge event. Participants were current owners of wheelchair-accessible vehicles from various manufacturers. The event was a blind comparison of two Toyota Siennas, which had been converted for wheelchair accessibility. The brand identities were concealed, so our participants wouldn't know which two vans they were comparing until the end of the event, which means there were no preconceptions which might sway the comparison one way or another. Before the comparison, we asked participants to take a pre-event survey to gauge their perceptions of leading competitors within the mobility van industry. Interestingly, participants didn't have strong brand opinions or awareness. So, would this experience help them form an opinion about one brand or the other? Let's find out. We set up a static, side-by-side comparison of each van so participants could get up close and personal with each vehicle. Each van was evaluated in the following areas: the ramp system, door opening height and interior space for wheelchair maneuverability, interior space for driver and front passenger positions, styling, fit and finish, and lastly, ground clearance. As they evaluated each area, our participants completed surveys and rated the vehicles. At the end of the event, those results were revealed to the participants. For the first activity, participants rated the two ramp systems on a scale of 1 to 10 on features such as maneuverability, noise, appearance, ramp width, and ease of use. Our participants learned a lot in this first comparison activity, and when it comes to the ramp, their evaluation revealed a clear winner. VMI's patented North Star in-floor ramp received 8.3 out of 10, while the leading competitor's fold-out ramp was rated at 6.7 out of 10. Now, let's hear what our participants thought as they compared door opening height and interior space. Participants rated Headroom, floor space for wheelchair maneuverability, and space for larger powered wheelchairs. VMI was the clear winner in the door opening height and interior space comparison, with an 8.6 out of 10, while the leading competitor received only 4 out of 10, indicating that the VMI van was superior in this area.
It has more headroom and it's easier to turn around in Van X than Van Y.
As the event continued, it was becoming evident that the comparison was allowing participants to form definite opinions about what they like in a wheelchair-accessible van. Next, participants examined interior height and front row floor space. This included ease of maneuverability to the passenger position, comfort in the passenger position, headroom, and room for wheelchair footrests. The participants thoroughly reviewed each vehicle in these areas, and as you'll see, they had a lot to say.
There's not enough room in it. You're like, it's all compact. Yeah, you're like a sardine. There's barely enough room to turn.
You notice
and then
there's that little thing, that little hump between the front seats. And that cut down room. And then along the edge, it's got a little curve out about an inch.
Yeah, so there's
an inch matters.
And the ramp seems steeper too.
It is.
Getting in was somewhat similar, but getting out was totally different. I was able to pull out, back up, and then drive straight out rather than, having to back out.
Again, the VMI van pulled out ahead, scoring 8.9 out of 10 for interior height and front row floor space. The leading competitor was rated at 5.8 out of 10.
It allowed me a lot of room to maneuver, fit in like a glove, no issue. When I was backing out, didn't even hit any side walls, so it's pretty fluid.
Participants continued their close examination of each vehicle with a comparison of styling, fit, and finish. This included the areas of interior and exterior styling, interior and exterior build and finish, and overall appearance. The VMI van scored 9 out of 10, while the leading competitor's van was rated at a 7.2 out of 10, clearly showing participants preferred the appearance, fit, and finish of the VMI. Ground clearance was the final activity of the comparison. Participants watched as each vehicle was driven over a speed bump and rated them on best overall ground clearance. Let's take a look at how the vans performed in the ground clearance comparison.
X, 100% better, a whole lot better. Y, I could hear hit the bottom. X, I didn't hear hit anything on it. And for those of us that go camping and do off-road stuff, it's a whole lot better.
In this final comparison, the VMI van once again received the highest rating. VMI received 6.8 out of 10 on ground clearance, while the leading competitor received just 4.6 out of 10. Now that all of the activities were completed, we asked participants to fill out a final post-event survey, where we discover if their comparison experience helped them form a definite opinion of the two vans. Well, what were the results? Not surprisingly, the post-event survey results showed that participants overwhelmingly preferred the VMI Northstar Access 360 conversion for the Toyota Sienna over the leading competitor in every area, including the ramp system, door opening height, interior space, interior height in comparison of floor space in the driver and front passenger positions, styling, fit and finish, and ground clearance.
I love the fact that people with likenesses and similarities were here. Emphasized wheelchairs, heights, and everybody here. None of us looked really alike. We had different levels of injury, from sipping puffs to regular electric chairs. And I thought that was important to get an equal hear of what everybody has to say about the vehicle.
I really like the slide out ramp. Every vehicle I've been in, it has a ramp that kind of flops down. After a while, they just get noisy, and so I really wouldn't want that in something I'd buy. In the survey, the exit survey, I said, cost being no object, what would you pick? And it was the VMI. And what would you actually purchase? Well, it'd be the VMI between the two of them.
I was surprised at the big difference between the two. VMI was just head and shoulders better than the other van, I thought personally. Just from their under the van configuration to the space room inside the cabin was really interesting, and I really enjoyed looking at the two. And if I had my choice, I would definitely pick VMI.
The participants at this You Be the Judge Challenge event discovered valuable information and had experiences that will help them make smart vehicle purchases. In the end, the VMI Northstar Access 360 conversion for the Toyota Sienna offered superior interior space, access and maneuverability, was a total package that, according to our participants, the competition couldn't match. The verdict is in for the participants. Now, you be the judge. Visit VantageMobility.com or call 1-800-348-VANS to find an authorized dealer and see for yourself how VMI's Northstar Access 360 conversion for the Toyota Sienna offers you more mobility, more space, more headroom, and much more.